What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Wiley Show. We are still at home in Chicago enjoying our merry good life. Now, yesterday we did cover Jaguar Wright on yesterday. Well, actually early this morning because we have a show that we had scheduled at midnight. All right. So that was like early today. We scheduled a show and we had people all over the country and the world talking about the show and enjoying the episode. It was amazing that we had all of those people on our show leaving comments, and some people, it was mixed reactions. And it was mixed reactions of people saying, hey, you should talk about Jag, or hey, you are as crazy as Jag. And other people saying, Wiley, thank you for being the only one addressing Jaguar Wright the way that you did. And we did a whole segment on Jag and that your Kia segment. It was an iconic segment that we did on last night, and I enjoyed it. And so all the people were leaving comments, they were leaving texts, they were leaving messages all over the country regarding that as well. And I will continue to discuss trending topics. Jag is a trending topic, and we will continue to talk about trending news. This is what we do over here at the Wiley Show. We talk about trending topics, and Jag is one of them. Even though we may not agree that to talk about her, but yes, she brings in the clicks and views. She brings in the drama. So we will continue to talk about her, as many other YouTubers talked about her as well. Yes, did she eat her son ashes? Absolutely, she did. Will her son, her only living breed, survive? And will he have a breakdown himself? I do predict that will happen. And we talked about it. We had a conversation with Desiree from Rock Nation, and she had an amazing talk with me about Jaguar Wright. And of course, I agreed not to leak any recordings of our comments, but I will continue to talk to people over there at Rock Nation. Now, because she wanted to do an episode and actually say that Jay-Z was the reason why her car went up in flames. And in fact, Jay-Z had nothing to do with it. Sean Carter didn't have nothing to do with Jaguar Wright and her vehicle. Only thing that Jag needs to understand, that Jay-Z helped her, that Jay-Z brought her on a national, international platform and made her more relevant. So everything that she's saying negative about Jag, Jag saying negative about Jay-Z is irrelevant and is wrong. The same thing with Clyde Davis. Jag had a meeting with Clyde a couple of almost a decade or so ago. He wanted she wanted Clyde to sign her, and Clyde said no. And ever since then, Jag has been going on this rant against all of these powerful people in the industry. You can burn bridges, and Jag have burnt a lot of bridges in the industry. She have not came out with a new single, have not came out with a new album. Only thing that she's focusing is having her husband with the PSTD and thinking about, going back to war, and he's not in war. Can't really get back in the military because of his mental decline and all of this. And then all of the YouTubers that befriend Jag, they only befriending her for a click and also for a view. We will continue to talk and tackle these tough issues over on the YouTube streets. Now, that was a Jaguar Wright piece. Now, I want to talk about today, my day. I always open up with my day, all right? So today I slept all day, okay? Got up, I slept all day. It was comfortable sleeping all day because when you take medicine, I've noticed you're in a new environment, you just sleep all day, right? So I'm just sleeping. So my grandmother woke up. Everybody had their breakfast and lunch, everything. And so I finally woke up, and my grandmother said, "You slept the entire day." I did. I woke up around like 7, 6:30, 7 o'clock. I didn't go to bed until like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And so I finally woke up and I was like, oh my gosh. Everything passed. So I woke up and I was talking with my nieces. They say, hey, uncle, hey, uncle. So I asked them what they want to eat. They said, hey, we want to eat pizza. I was like, oh, that's a good meal. That's a tradition every day. I spend time with my nieces pretty much on the weekend. Whenever I always try to treat them to some pizza. So we sat down as a family. We broke bread. We had an amazing time. Before we ate pizza, we did a lot of TikTok. I think we did about 2 or 3 TikTok videos, which I have posted it all on my social media, and it was awesome. And then we burned up an appetite and we ate some pizza. It was enjoyable pizza, really, really hot, and I loved it. Talking about my baby niece, I put her in her booster seat, and she ate about 2 slices, and she's almost 2 years old, and she eat really good. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I know you eat like that, niece. So it was so fun all over today. People was all over our TikTok, just enjoying it, having a good time. And of course, it took over to YouTube as well. We had them for the first time ever on our platform as well. So I love, the thin crust, pizza. I always going to get me some thin crust pizza because it's amazing. I love it. It was hot and fresh and it's cheesy. The sausages on it was good. And so I love it. That's my favorite pizza. Sausage pizza is my favorite. My second favorite is pepperoni. My third favorite is also cheese. So I had a good time. So tomorrow is a day where we go shopping for the food, for the menu, for my grandmother's 88th birthday. Also, we're going to be shopping for her cake and ice cream now and the decorations. But I am so excited that today you guys were sitting in Cash Apps for my grandmother's party. I appreciate that. We will probably stream like part of it on our members only. We will stream like part of it on our members only. And that will be on Monday. And then, of course, I will be in church on Monday as well. I will be probably, I'm 80% sure. Okay, let me bring it down to 60% sure I'll be at church on Sunday because this weekend is definitely, if I wake up in time to make it for service, I will be doing that on Sunday and I will be in the church service. I love to be back. I haven't been back in church. Wow, right, Paul? I haven't been back in church. It's been like almost 6, 7, 8 years. I've set foot and sat in fellowship in church, and I appreciate that. Now, I love all my brothers and sisters. I think they are incredible. I have, like I said, I have a large family. I have about 2 sisters on my mom's side, 4 brothers on my mom's side. And my brother on my dad's side, I recently just found him about almost 2 years ago. It's about 4 or 5 brothers I have. So I have a very large family. I appreciate the large family. I have a whole lot of nieces and nephews, right? Right, Paul? A lot of nieces and nephews. And Paul met my nieces and nephews. Everywhere I go, Paul goes as well. So he was definitely there, enjoying and having a good time with us, and I appreciate that. Now, let's get into these topics because we are here for another day. And if you miss it, you can just catch the replay. Now, I was running my own business like I always do. I don't mind nobody business but my own. And so, tomorrow you got the Chase in Dallas, February. Actually, I'm sorry. On Sunday, you have the Chase in Dallas party, and all the producers that did reach out, we did send out the tickets on yesterday. So we have 3 producers that are going they're going to premiere to meet the cast and everything. And I'm super excited due to the fact I'm here in Chicago celebrating my grandmother's 88th birthday. I will not be able to attend on Sunday, February the 19th, but I did, purchase tickets for my producers to go. And I wanted to purchase more, but they sold out, and I appreciate they sold out. So anytime they have an event, like I said, I will be there. And we always committed to cover the show the entire season. We will be covering episode 1 through all the episodes, and of course, we will be tying it into our celebrity topics as well. Because I know if I put them in the title by themselves, most of you all will not view the video. That's why we will put it in all into the social media. Mix it in with the celebrity gossip as well. Now, that was that. Also, I want to give a special shout out to Caillou from the Neighborhood Talk. From journalist to CEO, Caillou, journey to creating the Neighborhood Talk. He was on Forbes magazine. Let me see if I can really bring that up. He was on Forbes, and We gave him a shout out, you guys. I appreciate that because he was definitely on Forbes. And you all know Kyle. He used to work, he used to be the managing editor of the Shade Room. And some of his most powerful, popular posts were the most popular over there on the Shade Room. But I want to read this. This was written by Kenneth J. Williams Jr. It said the title, it reads From Journalist to CEO Kyle Simpson's Journey to Creating the Neighborhood Talk. It had a picture of Kyle as well. And they said, for those who are interested in current event lies along the intersection of pop culture and hard-hitting news that likely come across the popular blog, The Neighborhood Talk, the platform with a whopping 1.3 million followers on Instagram have helped change ways in which people consume news content, from viral interviews with celebrities to creating dialogue around hot-button issues in entertainment. It is safe to say that the success is rapidly growing. The mastermind behind the well-oiled machine is none other than the founder and CEO, Kyle Simpson. Simpson, who studied broadcast journalism, and Peter Dine University, founded a company after a stint in a former role. The transition from the journalist to mogul happened when he was in search of new opportunity and growth in media. This is a quote from Kyle. He said this: I have gotten fired from my other job as a senior editor where I was doing red carpet going TV shows. I was around 26 years old. It was very early in my journalism career to be doing these things. I didn't know where I would go. You normally don't do these things until you're in your 30s, but because you have to wait in line, and I knew I didn't want to do that, I didn't know who hired me or who would take a chance on me because that was such a big company. I didn't know how many people received me or if my image would be tarnished. Then I decided to start my own company because I had the tools to help them figure I can do it for myself. So I just took a chance and I did it. But without trials and tribulations along the way, I persisted, and it paid off in the end. So the obstacle that Simpson speaks of include a few of his platform on Instagram, sometimes that didn't deter his journey. These circumstances made him appreciate the journey even more. It's another quote from Kyle. As I was building this brand up, I had no free time. The page was probably deleted 4 times. We would get up around 100 to 200 followers, and I'll wake up the next morning, then it'll be gone. I have the courage to start over and keep doing while believing in God, knowing He wouldn't have me doing this over and over. I knew it was a testament for me to appreciate it. If I never had those deletions, I probably wouldn't have appreciated as much as I do now. As the media outlet continues to play a pivotal role in overall landscape of media, it is placed in the world of Black media holds just as much weight. Simpson feels that the space is progressing by the day. Another quote from Kyle. I thought it's evolving, getting more recognition and respect have become more people are speaking up about it. We see it with celebrities and red carpets, making sure they take an initiative to go to the Black outlets. Jason Lee, who helped us with our verification, has been very instrumental in ensuring that Black media outlets are in these rooms. Regarding the expansion of Neighborhood Talk, Simpson wants to drive more into video content while adding into the growing team. I want to get us primarily on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. We eventually got on TikTok. We're growing all over social media and redoing our entire website, elevating the entire brand. We also been adding new flavor and new folks because we need some new people, because I feel like people get tired. I also think we just adding in new people every 6 months will bring in some new energy. I am excited. Let me tell you why I'm excited. Number one, Kyle was fired from the Shade Room, right? And of course, I publicly came out with a public statement on Instagram, and I want to read what I wrote on Instagram because I had to give Kyle his respect and honor for what he have been doing. So I posted this on my IG. I said, journalist to CEO, congratulations, Kyle, on your write-up on Forbes. You could have easily went away after the Shade Room let you go, but you started your own brand that is internationally known. And I talked to Kyle a couple of times, and he will always say, he feels sad. He need a therapist, to talk about his issues, because that was a mighty good blow from the Shade Room, because he was in his mid-early 20s, and when they fired him from the Shade Room after the pressure of Cardi B, and Cardi B trying to tarnish his reputation by saying that he's running a group to come against her, and in fact, he was not running a group at all. And now, because of that, Angie, I believe, from the Shade Room, decided to let Kyle go. Now Kyle transitioned into building the Neighborhood Talk. And a couple of times, maybe I agree, almost about 3 times, he lost his page because they was trying, powers that be were trying to erase him, and he could have easily went away and never returned back to Facebook, but he didn't. He stayed. He brought in new people. He brought in new energy. He did always that, and he also started to, very iconic of him, he started doing YouTube videos back in the day. I tell him you need to do it again. And also he was on Clubhouse, and Caillou was the one that got me on Clubhouse, that told me to get on Clubhouse, because at that time Clubhouse was only inviting people on Clubhouse, and he told me to get on there. And shout out to Tasha, she recommended my name to get me on Clubhouse, and I've been on Clubhouse ever since. Thinking this is what Black media need. We need people to be promoted as well, because this world is so dominated by white-owned media outlets. So anytime you see somebody that is Black, especially somebody that's young Black, as part of the LGBTQIA community, we need to see more of our people out and about creating these media spaces. So I'm happy that Caillou was on Ford magazine. You don't have many people that worked in media never had a Ford magazine write-up. So whoever his published, and he probably did it on his own to have on energy, I think that's great. And he also was on The Real. You know, Caillou has been around and done a lot, and he's definitely have a degree in journalism. So I'm excited that that brother is getting the fruit of his labor, because he put in the work. He put in the work. He could have went away once somebody fire you from an international platform. He could have easily had that guilt, that depression, and just literally went away. But that brother said, "Oh no, 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 no! I just can't give up now." This is for Kyle. I come too far from where I started from. Come on, let's sing this part. Nobody told me the road would be easy, and I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. You know, that's just a song. God have literally brought Caillou so far, and I appreciate that brother is still here and hiring Black people all over the country to work for his company. And I love that, and I will continue to show support to Caillou. Thank you, Caillou, for the relationship that we have built. Though we're not close friends, you are a great colleague of mine, and I'm glad that I can just pick up the phone and call you and ask you a question. You would answer, and I love the fact anytime any drama come up, I will pick up the phone to call you. Even though you blocked me that one time for a couple of minutes, you only blocked for about 5 minutes, and you immediately unblocked me. So I appreciate that, brother, and I will continue to show you love and support. All right, make sure y'all go check out the article. I'm gonna post a link in. Let me post a link in there, so anybody that want to say, "Hey, I want to read that article." For my own pleasure, I'm going to drop that in the chat if you want to listen to it for yourself. And I have that in the chat right now. Give me a second here, and I'll drop that in there. So, okay, wait a minute. If you want it, I'll just text it to you because it's so large. Okay, I'll text it to you. Now, that was Kaya. Bye-bye, Kaya. Oh, he's so adorable. So happy for him. I'm so happy for him, man. I cannot stop talking about him. Now, this next subject is Shaq. Let me see. A minute. Okay, Shaq and Rihanna is definitely in social media streets. Shaq, y'all know him. He used to play basketball. He's a retired basketball player. Shaq definitely went on social media to respond to the critics of Rihanna. So let me go and read this really quickly. Shaquille O'Neal tell Rihanna Super Bowl critics to shut the F up. It reads as follows. Shaq has a message for anyone who criticized Rihanna's Super Bowl halftime. Shut the F up. All the people, this is a quote from Shaq, all the people disrespecting Rihanna, shut your face. Shut up, the former basketball player 50 said on the big podcast with Shaq Wednesday. He said, quote, "We're living in a world where people got too much freedom. Keep your effing thoughts to yourself," he continued. "She did a wonderful job. She's pregnant. She's blessed. And she did her thing. She didn't fall. Just leave it there. All you superstars that disrespecting and causing beef, shut your face. Shut it up." O'Neal, who was present for the Kiss It Better single hit field performance Sunday, then said he he would have to get it at any rappers or presidential candidates for a bad mouth from Rihanna if she was his girlfriend. Leave this woman alone. He added, Rihanna is Rihanna. I was there. It was beautiful. She did a great job. I didn't know she was pregnant until she bust out, but leave her alone. The four-time NBA champion, a round of applause to before hitting it was first time. All the people that got something to say, shut the F up. How about that? He declared. O'Neal comments come 3 days after Rihanna hit the stage to perform a gratifying 13-minute set at the NBA at the NFL championship game. Not only that, the Beauty founder wowed the crowd on her biggest hits, including Work, Gotta Have Money. Also debuted her to the world. She and A$AP Record was expecting their second child, right? Okay, while several fans praise, listen to this, while several fans praise, all right, the Grammy winner for performing while pregnant, other people felt that her show was lackluster. Real Housewives of New York City alum Bellini Frankel said Rihanna's performance was good, not great. However, she stated that Umbrella Singer was a winner to promote her $1 billion makeup. Additionally, Howard Stern slammed Rihanna for lip syncing about 85% of the show, despite the most Super Bowl performers, including Whitney Houston's iconic 1991 rendition of National Anthem, being lipped. I don't know. This is something that Howard Stern. He said, I don't even know why she bothered showing up. Howard Stern said during her Monday episode of his Sirius XM show. I could be wrong, but in my opinion, 85% of that performance was lip sync. So everybody has something to say. Me personally, Shaq, you trash because you don't tell me to shut up. All right, you non-playing basketball player. Okay, I use one of the worst basketball players ever, in my humble opinion. One of my favorite. I never did like you. You're trash. I feel like you cannot tell people to shut up because we have our opinions about Rihanna. Rihanna's performance was trash. So for you to sit there and try to defend her, you're trash because we have a right in this country to say we don't like her performance. It was very lackluster. It was boring. Actually, her backup dancers did an incredible job, and Rihanna did lip sync. Yes, she did get up there lip sync. She cannot sing live. You look at some of her performance when she was singing Mariah Carey Hero many, many years ago at a teleshow. She sounded her a hot mess. It looked like she's toned down. So you can't get on your podcast and try to drag the public and defend Rihanna because you want people to go tune into your podcast. When the last somebody actually listened to your podcast? When the last somebody actually reviewed your podcast? The answer is never. So now you want to bring out and you want to be so pro Rihanna because you know that will make you go viral to get a click and a view on your podcast. But let me tell you something, brother. You don't tell me to shut up. If you have an issue with me, you can pick up the phone and you can call me. But you're not gonna get on your platform and tell me and others to shut up because we said that Rihanna performance was trash. Yes, it was trash. One of the worst Super Bowl boring performance I've seen out of all my years of watching Super Bowl halftime shows. I do believe that. Now, Rihanna could have done a better job, or she could have said, hey, let me go and get somebody else to perform and to get on the stage because I can't do it because I'm with child. Maybe Chris Brown could have did it, okay? Or maybe they could have got Diana Ross could have came back and did the performance. But I wasn't a fan of Rihanna performance. And if you like Rihanna performance, drop down out of the chat and press 1. If you are a fan of Rihanna performance, drop down in the chat and press 1. If you did not like her performance, drop down in the comments and press 2. Press 1 if you like her comment. Press 2, you don't like her comment, okay? Press 1, you like the comment. Press 2, you don't like the comment. You don't like the performance. Press 1, you like it. Press 2, you don't. Press 1, you like it. Press 2, you don't. I want to see where y'all at. And so we got a lot of twos in here, and they're dominated. The majority of the people saying that it was trash. The majority of the people are saying it was trash. So that's what it is. A majority of the people said it was trash. Let's go to the other way. It's the majority of people who try. Now I like Rihanna. I feel like she's she disrespected Black women that were not married because she's not married. She have a child without being married. I feel like that is slap in the face, in the Black America face, because she was not married. She also is a hypocrite because she said she was not going to perform until they hired Colin Kaepernick. She bailed on that. She's a liar, and also she's trash in the Black community also because she took a picture on the GQ, I believe it was, magazine without any panties on. She was butt naked, and you could just see like her butt cheeks. And I feel like what kind of mother would take a picture without having on any undergarment? So she's very, very trash for that. I can't wait for a new album. Probably will never have it because she's selling all of that makeup. And don't get me wrong, I talk to people that have her lip gloss and they say that's pretty good. So probably her product's really good. Maybe she needs to stick with that. But as a woman, she's very, very trash. And I agree with that. Okay. All right. And she could have did a way better. Now, don't get me wrong, her backup dancer did an incredible job. Okay. Because that was a terrible clapback. One of the worst clapback ever, in my humble opinion. Okay, now I'm just saying, in my humble opinion, is one of the worst performance ever. I just have to say that. I know y'all not gonna like that, but that's just my opinion. And the reason why it's my opinion, because I sit here and I work very hard, and that's what I have to do. I have to keep it real. Now, this is some sad news, you guys. I've been a huge fan of Judge Mathis in People's Court, but it just came out today in the media outlets that Judge Mathis, that's been on the air for almost 2 decades, the People's Court that have been in the air for about 2 decades, both these shows is canceled because they said the daytime television landscape have changed. And let's be clear, let's work this right. Many people are not watching daytime television. We YouTubers are getting a big part of the audience because people want convenience. You don't have to wait until the morning to watch Judge Mathis show. You can watch the show on YouTube for free. You can also watch the replays for free, and you can watch it anytime, place, day, anytime, in any place. You don't have to worry about getting a cable package or getting on television to watch these shows because you can watch TV. I talked to a sister; she don't watch TV at all. So that's a lot of people said I replace television with YouTube. I replace television with TikTok. I replace television with Instagram. They don't watch, that anymore. So that'll just let y'all know that is the truth. So when you're out here having this time, a lot of people do not watch television like they used to. That's why Oprah, she saw the writing on the wall back in 2011 that her ratings were declining. And instead of her getting canceled and getting embarrassed, she left while she was on top. Now, I do believe that Judge Mathis and the People's Court, I can see Judge Mathis on like some streaming service, maybe Zeus, maybe Tubi, maybe Netflix, some type of, I do believe that it will get picked up because like I said, Judge Mathis, I just think like a lot of his fans are not people on television, like going to watch television. When the last time you watched television? Comment below if you watch television every day. Press 2 if you're just watching Netflix, Hulu, and YouTube. Press 2 if you're watching streaming more than you watch television. Press 1, you are a full-time television viewer. Press 1 if you're a full-time television viewer. Press 2, you are a streaming viewer. Let's see where you're at. If you are a streaming viewer, press 2. Press 1 if you are a television viewer. Press 2, you are a streaming viewer. Press 1, you are a television viewer. Press 2 if you are a streaming viewer. Press 1, you are a television viewer. Press 2, you are a streaming viewer. Press 1, you are a television viewer. So that'll just tell you that right now. Okay? It's a lot of people that cut the cord and they are into streaming. Down in the chat. So the majority are saying that is why Judge Mathis, because you say everybody on crack, that's why they cracked and cut the cord. All right, let's move on. We had to move on with that. Let's move on. Now, we're going to get into another topic here that I feel like we should definitely get into and talk about, and that is Tommie Lee. Now, mind you, Tommie Lee, I am not a fan of Tommie Lee. I feel like Tommie Lee is not a good woman. I feel that way. I never liked her. But Tommie Lee definitely Tommie Lee stalked by a man who allegedly scammed into believing they were dating for 5 years. So I'm going to read this article that came out that was on the internet. They said sometimes love is blind and misguided. A white man allegedly got catfished so hard that he sold himself and gave money to the African impersonator pretending to be Tommie Lee. Okay. 1 week after Valentine's Day, a group of purported Africans allegedly tricked the man into believing he was in a relationship with the beloved hip-hop star. An unnamed thick glasses friend who identified as Papa Bear personally paid a visit to Tommie Lee's doorstep, was about a dozen roses in hand, according to the neighborhood talk. They have right here, the man appears that gives my disability. Unannounced, Tom recorded the man to his flowers in a deflecting heart-shaped balloon. However, she rejected the man's request for entry into her rented Airbnb space, slamming the door, what the H and all. Tommie, whose real name is Ashaya Cheesha Jefferson Moore, she says she received a call from a special delivery that the unknown man was nearby her rental. After making a Facebook call with a friend named Type, who recognized the mysterious man, Tommie believed the man was scammed overseas and have been getting scammed for the past 5 years. Social media believes Tommie's close friend may have scammed the man. Instagram comments, however, are not buying the African explanation and believe Tommie's close friends scammed the man. This is a Instagram viewer wrote. They said this is probably an obsessed friend in her circle that knew where she lived and made a fake profile of her because he too slow to realize that's not Tommie's real page, and they've been on online relationship for 5 years. Boom. There it go, one comment said. Another person said how he got her location and number. Another comment asked. Another person posted on Instagram and said the scary fact she was in an Airbnb. How did this African know where Tommie was? Another commenter asked. But the Nigerian-based romance scam are very much a real thing. Forbes, listen to this, you guys, reported these scams are sometimes part of an organized money laundering scheme. As reported by CNN, according to the Federal Trade Commission, Americans lost $143 million to romance scams in 2018, and the average victim lost about $2,600 from the crime. In 2016, the FBI Special Unit Internet Crime Commission, IC3, reported more than 15,000 romance scams. Nigeria trolls these scams, collecting incomes and savings from desperate lovers. Now, this is all thing that Tommie Lee scammed this man, all right? And Tommie, I reached out to you, Tommie Lee. I will reach out to you again, but you are a trash. You are a stinking heifer because you got there and you scammed this man allegedly. You got in the DM, you said all this stuff, you scammed him for a coin, and he showed up to your property. You and your homegirls, y'all scammed this man. And then you know you scammed him, and then you tried to post them on the internet for clout so you can shop for a show, get back on Love and Hip Hop, get back on all these things because you scammed this man. You are pathetic for that. And then why would you record and not really call the cops? You scammed him. You definitely got up there with your stinking heifer, with your stinking tail, and you scammed him. And then what makes it so insulting and disgusting, this man have a disability. He talks a little slow. You know, having that understanding, you did that to him, and you know you did it, and you're wrong for that. So why would you record him knowing that you have been in communication with him forever? I can feel it in my gut that you've been emailing him and pretending to be on top of Nigerian and all of that type of stuff. I do believe that you scammed this brother. I do believe it. Now, I will continue to investigate this fully, and I'm going to see what the police is going to say about this, but I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my gut that you, sister, you scammed him. So I will keep y'all updated on this. And let me say this, Tommie, ask your email. You did see my message because it said seen. So just respond, Tommie. You scammed this man, and you're wrong for scamming him. And then why, if you didn't scam him, why did you open up the door? Because you know exactly who he is. You're wrong for that. You are wrong for that. You that desperate for a coin? Why don't you take your stinking tail to Amazon and work at Amazon? Or why don't you go to Walmart? Or why don't you do like Sherelle's Will and her husband and work at 7-Eleven? Why are you responding and doing something like this knowing that is wrong? You could have easily took your stinking tail to out there and responded to this on your own accord. You could have did that privately, but you did it publicly. So it's plenty jobs out there. You could be an assistant for Glorilla. She paying about $15 an hour. But you shouldn't be scamming to disable. I do believe it. So shout out to my source for leaving this giving me this tea. I do believe it. Now I do have to protect myself due to lawsuits, and I want to say everything that I say is alleged, but I do believe that she is a trifling, heifer, scamming type of girl, and she needs to get her life together. So no, I don't feel sorry for her. She's not being stalked. She's out here scamming folks for a coin because she thinks she's too good to be a waitress at IHOP. Too good to be passing out pancakes and bacon. She's too good to be doing that. Go out there and pass out some fried chicken. Go work at Popeyes. You want a 3-piece spicy? Do that. But don't be out here scamming to disable. And people, don't listen to people online. Listen for them to scam you. Don't do it. When they say send money, don't do it. It's a scam. When it's all communication via email and it's the long emails, it's a scam. It was a scam for a long time when they say, I came into some money, I need your account so I can deposit millions, and they go and they steal your money. So get it together. I'm going to keep it real. Now, do y'all believe that Tommie Lee is guilty? Press 1. Okay? Do y'all believe that she's guilty? Press 1. If y'all believe that Tommie Lee is guilty, press 1. If y'all believe she's innocent, press 2. I want to know. Press 1 if y'all think she's guilty. Press 2, y'all think she's innocent. Press 1, y'all think she's guilty. Press 2, y'all think she's innocent. Press 1, y'all think she's guilty. Press 2, y'all think she's innocent. All right? Oh, man. Press 1, y'all think she's okay. All right. It's a lot of ones. So, all right. So we're going to move on. Okay. Thank y'all so very much. Now, that was that. Oh, man. Okay. And then we're going to open up the phone lines if y'all not sleepy. If y'all not sleepy, we open up the phone lines. So let us talk about Chris Brown, Blueface, Chris Shaq. Now, Chris Brown has been getting dragged out there because this picture have dropped because Chloe is releasing a new single that's going to come out in a couple of weeks featuring Chris Brown. This is what she posted. And all over social media, they have been dragging Chloe Bailey all over social media. I want to make sure we get that together. Hold on. We're going to read that because they have been dragging her all over social media. We do have a couple of stuff that we want to share because it's a story, backstory. Now, let me show it to you right now. Now, let me see. Let me go all the way back in my notes here. Okay, scroll. Let me go to the first one. Okay, so Chris Brown, and it's so hard to read it. So Chris Brown wrote on here, I won't be able to read it. She said, because Kylie Williams said this, let me come out with his own record, so genius, so capitalizing that it make us forget he beats women. He can't, so he won't. So why does he? And Chris Brown responded, obviously you at a point in your life where you either are very broke or broken. The fact you think I have to speak negatively about me makes you look so lame. Your life and career must suck right now. Minding your business would have been best, but I guess you don't have a business or a real job that makes you financially stable. I feel more embarrassed for you and your actual maturity. So, and then he posted a picture said, "Thop it," THOP, because Kylie Williams have responded to this. And that was the first screenshot. Then, and I posted some members only. Then they posted, the Shade Room posted something and about this situation with him working with Kylie and getting dragged by Kylie. And Chris Brown posted tomatoes in the comments. Then Chris Brown continued to write on his Instagram story, and he wrote this: if y'all still hate me for a mistake I made as a 17-year-old boy, please kiss my entire ass. I am effing 33. I am so tired of y'all with this narrative. You weird A-word, N-word are the same ones that tune in Keely, okay. It's Keely, okay. Tune in every week to see Blueface and Krishan beat the F out each other. I'm in front of the world, but that's okay. It's entertainment. Y'all can suck my D word disrespectfully. Then he also said, where are the council culture with these white artists that date underage women, beat the F out of their wives, giving B words, A words? Oh, that's right. There are your buddies. No more fake love for me. Stay out my way or get run over. Simple as that. None of you, and I mean none of you, N words can F with me. That's Chris Brown responding. Then Chris Brown went on his Instagram page and he posted the white people that have dealt with domestic violence. The Mike star Sean Penn was arrested for domestic for his then wife Madonna, served 30 days in prison. Then you had the Charlie Sheen, the 2009 2.5 man star Charlie Sheen was arrested on domestic violence, charged with reporting trying to choke his wife, Brooke. Charlie Sheen pleaded no contest in 1996 charge. He attacked his girlfriend at then they talked about Emma Roberts was arrested for domestic violence for beating up her boyfriend, Evan Peters, in Canada. And he also posted 2011, Nicolas Cage was arrested for domestic. So what Chris Brown did, he posted all of that. And of course, you had Blueface come out and respond and said that you hit the wrong B word. And you up there trying to put me in this, no, bruh. I defend myself, but you hit the wrong B word, and you heard Krishan, she backstage, not backstage, in the background, laughing at Blueface saying these things, calling a B and all of that, and it was really disgusting, right? And I understand what Blueface is saying. Hey, don't be saying put my name in it because you're getting dragged. You have to deal with that being dragged, and I'm laughing at the fact that Krishan is getting dragged after Blueface exposed her. But I do believe they just together for clicks and views and for media and for, to get another platform. And I think they do stuff on purpose to go viral, just like Krishan went to the Super Bowl, Blueface didn't, then Blueface started posting. It's just something about them. They trying to secure a season 2 on Blueface and Krishan. That's how I personally feel like it's going on now. But to Chris Brown, yes, I don't think the public will ever forget you hitting Rihanna. You hit somebody that was very popular, that's really coming up in the industry. She's very solidified. And yes, it tarnished your reputation. You can't sue for defamation because, yes, you did put your hands on Rihanna. Yes, you did beat her up. Yes, you did. Now, do I believe that we should still hold you up to it? Do I believe in second chances? Yes, but it will always be people in the community doing something. Then you had Blueface's mother. She wrote this. They done drove Chris Brown to snitching. Then Blueface's mother, she wrote that. Then Blueface's mother said, you owe Blueface an apology. Then Blueface said this. In his story, it said, the truth can never be a diss. I FW Chris Brown met because he just as a player as me. It's all love, but I got hit with a stray this morning, laughing emoji. So then we get this tweet about the, Chloe, and this is one of the Wiley Show guests. They've been on our show a couple of years ago. Ernest Orn, which is a journalist, and he pretty much put it out there that it was plenty options that she could have chose from than Chris Brown. Here you go. She said, Luke James, Bryson Tiller, Lucky Day, all of these people that he posted a list for, but Chris Brown is what made it go viral. So I understand why she posted Chris Brown picture and they're doing a collaboration because that is what's going to go viral. Contrary to popular belief that Chris Brown should be canceled, he's also talented. Chris Brown jumps on records, very talented, and that record is definitely going to do great because everybody had backlash. So no, she should not cancel the collaboration. Yes, she should put the music out because we're looking forward to Chloe and we're looking forward to Chris Brown collaboration. So we will see how this is going to play out in the future. I hope that Chris Brown can get past this and don't really respond because the best thing to do is to continue to give people great music. It did hurt Chris Brown because he was supposed to do the 40th or 50th anniversary of Thriller. I think it was the 40th anniversary of Thriller. And because he had that DV incident on his record, the ABC, I believe, the network, the executive said, we will not allow you to be doing a Michael Jackson show because of your actions. And so, yeah, he said I deal with it. Yes, this happened with Rihanna, I think back in 2009. I believe that happened to Rihanna about 28, 2009. So that's many, many years ago. That's when I graduated high school. So we should give him a pass and let him move on with his life, in my humble opinion. Now, I'm going to post in the comments. Press 1 if you think Chris Brown should get a pass. Press 1 if you think Chris Brown should get a pass. Press 2, he should continue to be canceled. Press 1, you think Chris Brown should get attacked. Press 2, he should get canceled. So press 1, he should get a pass. Press 2, he should get canceled. If you believe he should get canceled, press 2. Press 1, he should pass. Let me know in the chat of how you feel in that. Press 1, he should get a pass. Press 2, he should get canceled. Okay? Let me know. Press 1, he should get a pass. Press 2, he should get it canceled. All right. Some people say he should get canceled. Me, I think he should get a pass. I believe he is. I believe he's not going to attack a woman again. He knows the seriousness of it, and it hurt him financially in the long run because at one point they stopped playing his music. So what we're going to do now, you guys, because those were the topics. We have other topics we're going to dive into. I'm kind of like splitting it up so we won't have like a long video. We got some other subjects. We got other people to drag on tomorrow, so we're going to try to space it out. But I had to talk about these topics. And again, don't get me wrong, I love Chloe, I love Chris Brown, but you body whopped Rihanna. See, when you do stuff against a black woman, you're going to have to pay back what you did. Chris also hit Frank Ocean after Rihanna. Oh, wow. It's a lot. So you have to be careful with that. That's why it's always best to keep your hands to yourself, because your hands is destroying your life. That one mistake that you made, which was a big mistake, is following you all the way to your 30s. That's why you have to be careful putting your hands on people. That's why you have to be careful and manage your anger, because that anger can destroy you in this industry. And though you are talented, and though you made great records, and though you donated to charity, it is still a sector in this world believe that you're guilty and believe that you're wrong for hitting Rihanna. So be very careful, all right, for what you do. So again, I forgive you, but I don't think majority of the people are going to forgive you. Yes, you have your fans, but outside of that, people still think that you're trash. All right. So let's put up the number. If y'all got something to say, the number is 972-674-9462. 972-674-9462. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you have to say something against Chris Brown, you have to say something against Blueface, any other topics that we did discuss, I post the number on the screen. You can call in right now and comment below and talk to me. I'm going to post the number right now. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. So we'll wait till y'all call in. And listen, Chris Brown is a great guy, but yeah, he did get on drugs. He do look like a crackhead a little bit of crackhead, in my humble opinion. Okay. Okay. Yes, welcome to Hello. Can you hear me? Hello? Okay, go ahead.
Hey, Wiley, how are you?
Doing good.
I just wanted to say, I'm kind of hoarse, I'm sorry. I just wanted to say that let's not play like we didn't know Rihanna wasn't that girl. She ain't no Beyonce, y'all. So it's like she ain't never been that girl. For what she did, I think she did good. Okay. So she pregnant. It's a whole 13-minute set. So I think she did good for what she could do. She is the Navy. I'm not pro Riri or pro BB, but we know that B is a better dancer, performer, right? But Riri gave what she gave, okay? So I think that we should just lay off for her. And I think it's just the fact that she had been out, like out of the set for a while, and we saw her and we expected so much more from her. And I think a lot of people didn't necessarily get that. And for the people who hadn't seen her in a while, they was just that happy to see Riri. Okay, they was like, there she go. Now she's pregnant. All this stuff. But I think she gave what she was given, and that's just been her. That's just been her. She got bars though. She can sing. She was definitely lip syncing during the halftime performance. But I mean, you got to think about the altitude. She was singing, and she was like 100 feet up in the air. So you got to take all those things into consideration. And she's pregnant. Okay, so let's look at the whole big picture when you think about Riri. Now, as far as Chris Brown goes, I feel like he should be forgiven. I don't think he should necessarily be given a pass, but that is in his past. That in America, you get more time for killing a dog than you do killing a black man. And that's the truth. And I said what I said, and I meant what I said. You get more time killing a damn dog. I'm sorry, killing a dog than you do for a black man. So I feel like he should be forgiven, because just like people that go to jail and they offend and they get out and they are rehabilitated, let him live. You know, that's part of the problem. When a black man does something in this society, we are so quick to put our foot on their necks, and we don't give them no room to breathe. And I'm tired of that narrative that they paint of our black men. And so I feel like, yes, he did wrong, but he was a 17-year-old self. He has grown. He has a child. He deserves love, and he deserves for us to just put that behind him. Does it make it right when he did it? No, but it's over. He's got to be forgiven. That same amount of grace that God gave us, that's the amount of grace that we need to extend to him. And that's all I got to say.
A lot of people said, "Ma'am, you're a pick me. He was a grown man. He shouldn't have did that. What if that was your daughter? You wouldn't be as forgiving." Your response?
I think I would be as forgiving. I have a brother that is currently incarcerated because he did a SO. Okay, he had relations with a girl that was underage. I don't condone him. He's real grown. I don't condone what he did, because I do think, guess what? If that would have been me, they would have been like, man, you know, you did wrong. Or if I was putting money on my brother books like that, and I was like, every time you turn around, I'm putting money on his books per se. He still did a crime. He still was wrong. I don't uphold him in his wrong, but at the same time, he is somebody's child. So you gotta look at it from that perspective too. Everybody deserves some inch of forgiveness.
All right. So you say that he should be forgiven. Period.
I think he should be forgiven. At what point in a human being's life do you always get held down for what you did wrong? He didn't murder the girl. Now, I'm not saying his nerve was right. It depends on what he did. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. But he deserves to be forgiven. I mean, people have done less crimes. Donald Trump, look at the stuff that Donald Trump, and he still he was still the president. He did a lot of things. But Donald Trump is a white man. Chris Brown, Chris Brown, but we want to hold him accountable and push his neck down to the ground. And Donald Trump did all these things. I just want people to see it for what it is, and don't let the smoke screens, don't see past that. That's all I want you to see. I just want you. That's what I want you to see, is that a black man in America cannot do the same thing that a white man. He is so correct when he talked about Sean Penn and all those and the other guy. I forgot the first guy, but I remember when all those things happened, Wiley, and you hardly heard. TMZ might have reported on it a little bit, and you hardly heard anything else. But Chris Brown had been reliving what he did to Rihanna year after year after year after year. I mean, to the point where they affected his pockets. Look at Monique. If you want to bring it back home, look at what she did. She stood up for herself. You know.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in. Give me your thoughts.
Okay, thank you.
No. All right. Okay. So this was great that people had called in, to give their thoughts about the Chris Brown situation. Yo, forgive me, we on the Wi-Fi. So if it freezes a little bit, it's because of the Wi-Fi. All right, let's answer this. Last one more caller and we done. Ask one more. Live. Oh, hello. Live to say hello. Hello.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey, welcome. Go ahead.
Hi. I just wanted to say to the previous caller, the first caller, that we have to drop the case on caping for Black men. R. Kelly is being measured with a certain thing. They want to stone him. He's in prison for 30 years. Chris Brown needs to be accountable too. And he still has SO allegations going on, just like Trey Songz, if you remember. He's very cocky, and his attitude and his disposition is not any different. He's like, I did it. I was young. Oh, well, get over it. And look at all the people that did it too. Like, if you want somebody to really forgive you, say, I did it. I made a mistake. Leave it at that. Don't justify it. Like, he's still justifying it. And he still acts crazy. So I think he should get the same treatment that we give everybody else. He doesn't get, because he can sing a little better or he's younger, he shouldn't get treated any different than like R. Kelly or anybody else that did that. And that's all I want to say to that lady. Drop the cakes for the Black men. Stop caping for them. Good night.
Good night. Okay. Well. Oh, wow. Okay. She said, drop it. We are not going to do that. Caping for the man. And wow. Okay. Hello, you live on the Wiley Show. Go ahead. What's your comment?
Hi, my name is Jody, the Libra. I was calling to say that Chris Brown should definitely be given another chance. That happened in 2009. This is 2023. Rihanna has forgiven him. And years later, after that even happened, they dated again when he was with Karrueche. Unfortunately, by him having that sting on his record of, the fight with him and Rihanna, when he meet women nowadays, they are going to lie and say, oh, he hit me or beat me up. We don't know if it's the truth or a lie, And I think Chris Brown should be given another chance. It's unfair to just hold a grudge, It's not like he's a sexual predator.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. We're going to go to the next caller. Hey, you live on the Wiley Show. Hello? You there? Okay.
Oh.
Hey, welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hey.
What's your comment or question?
The incident Chris Brown, I'm about to go on this one. And please tell me you agree or disagree. If they hate him so much, why listen to no guidance?
What was that?
I don't get.
Could you repeat that? What'd you say?
Tell me you agree with my opinion. Tell me you agree with my opinion or disagree. If they hate Chris Brown so much, why listen to his music?
Yeah, because people have that fake outrage. They go on the internet, they pretend like they're against somebody. Chris Brown record come on, it's amazing.
Yeah, so there's multiple artists that did a song with him. Ariana Grande. Oh. Drake, even Gucci Mane. There's my friend Monet, me and my friend Monet, we met Chris Brown. He's a nice dude. So people need to leave him alone. I think the song's gonna be amazing. If this song goes platinum, they're gonna be stupid. Chris Brown was 17 years old when this happened. I had enough people. He dragged out the white people.
All right. Thank you.
All right, man.
All right. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much for calling in. Wow, you guys, thank you so very much for y'all support, for calling in, for giving y'all thoughts about this entire situation. We at the 1 hour mark. We got a quick, about three or four announcements to make. I was nominated for an award for YouTuber of the Year. So if you would like to vote for me, please do so. All you think you have to do is vote in every category. We are under the YouTuber of the Year category. Make sure you have voted. Voting is going to end in about 2 weeks. So make sure you don't let this pass you by, but not casting your vote. So shout out to those that have already cast their vote. But for those that did not cast your votes, I will drop this in there. And then make sure you let your family vote as well for the Wiley Show. So again, we do want to win this award. It is free to vote. You don't have to pay for anything, and your vote will count. This is only for for America. So you know what I'm saying? It's only for America viewers, for the U.S. So if you're trying to vote, it's just for that. But again, make sure you cast your vote, and you can cast your vote right now. If you have not cast your vote, it is free to do. Now, again, we got other videos coming. We got Saturday, which is today. We got a video. And then maybe on Sunday, we got a video. Monday, I'll probably go live or probably not. Because like I said, this is my grandmother's 88th birthday celebration. About 88 years. And so I'm so happy for that. So you can vote as many times as possible. If you have multiple Facebook pages, you can vote. Okay? Make sure your vote happens. Let everybody in your family vote as well. So we was nominated for that. Okay, now it's still time, you guys, because our meet and greet is not until October. So we're making announcements now so you all can have time to prepare and make sure y'all can get your hotel room and your babysitter if you have children. That meet and greet, the Las Vegas meet and greet, will take place October 6th through the 9th. 2023. If you would like to attend that, again, that is October 6th through the 9th, 2023. We will be in Vegas. Now, if you would like to RSVP, please do so because we're going to be sending information for the party bus next month. That will be Wiley Show Productions at gmail.com, Wiley Show Productions at gmail.com, Wiley Show Productions at gmail.com. And you're free. It is free to see a RSVP. So it's free to send me an email and say you RSVP. You have to pay for your hotel. You have to pay for your flight. You have to pay for your food. But you're meeting Wiley and you get to hang out with me during that weekend. So it's free to send me an email and say, I'm coming. It costs money to get the hotel, the flight, and then also the party bus. Okay. Now, when we send a party bus information, you have to pay for each person that's going to do the party bus. You cannot come with 6 people and they didn't pay. They won't be allowed because it will be a list of the people that will be there. Okay. So we will have the party bus. We're still looking at what concerts we're going to go to, and we will let you all know and send you all a message about the concert. Okay. Thank you. Some of y'all have been sending me cash apps. I appreciate that. Our cash app is on the screen, and that is $ Marquise Wiley 28. You can contribute right now if you can. $ Marquise Wiley 28, and also we have a PO Box 701122 Dallas, Texas 75370. If you're bringing search, if you have a clothing line you want me to rock your gear, you can always go to the PO Box 701122 Dallas, Texas 75370. All right. On Twitter at Wiley Show. TikTok. Definitely on that Wiley Show. We are already. How many TikTok around? Let's see how many followers we have on the TikTok. Let's see. We have about 408 TikTok, 1,495 likes. So all you have to do is click that subscribe button and follow us over there on TikTok. Thank y'all so very much. I appreciate it. Love y'all so much for showing us some love. I'm about to go lay down because I have to prepare for Saturday because we going grocery shopping and preparing to buy items for my grandmother's party. Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you enough. One time, get her always remember to please put God first. Thank y'all so very much. I will see y'all. Hold on one second because we have a new outro. We finally was able to get this new outro. It's finally done. So let me play it for y'all because we got a new outro. I'm so excited that we have this outro, and I'm going to play it for y'all. Finally was able to get a new outro. Yes. I was able. So once it upload, we'll play it. All right. Talk to y'all later. Peace.